Hello fellow Peanuts fans, we have DeAgostini number 6 here. I don't know why the box says fan home, but take a look inside at what we have for Snoopy and Friends Doghouse. This is issues number 19 through 23. We've got some Beagle Scouts, Snoopy with his surfboard, Patty, and here are the booklets we're using for instructions. This is the house we are making issue by issue. There are a total of 130 issues in this series. I will definitely be working on the Snoopy Beagle Scout scene today. And also in here is another magazine file. These were about $10 a piece, which is a bit pricey. Let's take a look inside number 19. Sure enough, there's the Beagle Scouts. And also in this issue is Frida. Number 20, we're getting started with Patty and a little bit more on the Daisy Hill Puppies. Plus Farron, Frida's cat. Number 21, we have more with Patty and a recreation of the first appearance of Snoopy. And Snoopy Part 3. Then we have issue 22 with the beach scene. Snoopy's got his surfboard. And Charlie Brown Part 2. Finally, booklet 23, we're finishing up Snoopy surfing and Patty and Snoopy. There's information on Spike, and also in these are a few pages of comic strips. Let's get started on our first scene today. We've got Beagle Scout Snoopy. Let's get out all of our tools and glue. What's in pack number 19? We've got Woodstocks and mountains. Generally, I fit in all the pieces without glue first, just to make sure everything's fitting. And then I put in the glue and hope it keeps fitting. Let's see how Snoopy fits in here. Just doesn't want to pop in. Woodstock gets a clear pull in the back of his head. Let's get these into the background, and it looks like they're hopping over Snoopy. A very cute recreation of a Peanuts comic strip. Next, the directions say to customize Woodstock's nest. That is a recipe for getting all those pencil shavings in that annoying grasp. Let's move on to scene 20. We've got Patty here with her watering can and some of the other pieces for this scene, plus walls and bases. We're back to the annoying grass. So let's mix up some glue and get that applied. The next direction was to put it onto the base, but the tabs would not go into the back wall. So I decided to take a break and move on to the next scene. The Daisy Hill Puppies are finally getting their background. There they go. Moving on to number 21, we've got Snoopy with his flower. We're starting with the flower box, getting all these lovely little daisies in, and applying it to the background. Let's have Patty water these fresh flowers for us. Next, the background for this scene. I have to apply this sticker and try and get it nice and flat. Looking good. We have some outer side walls here, but unfortunately trying to get the one in has broken the hook on the Easter Beagle scene. So I'm going to have to glue that in and hope it stays together. We're back to the grass for the Patty and Snoopy scene. The paint on the grass piece is actually making it too thick, so I ended up shaving it off with a knife, and trying to shave it off for the camera is possibly the worst angle to do this at. But now that it'll fit, let's get it glued into place. And repair any of the grass that fell off during the process. Plus I have to clear out the hole for Snoopy. Pop him right in there. So cute. This scene is really coming together. But first, package 22. We have a bag of sand. Oh no. Some water, a sandy beach, and a base with Woodstock and a beach chair. Let's get this water glued to the sandy shore. And some toothpicks to make sure the sand doesn't get into the holes. I'm going to pour all this sand into a reclosable bag so it doesn't get absolutely everywhere. Such a messy project. The base is sanded, and now we're adding some foamy waves as best I can. Hope you kept that white paint. And to do this, I'm just using a toothpick to dot it along the shoreline. Let's hope that illusion works. And put in the beach chair for Woodstock. And get him glued into place. There's Woodstock. And finally we have 23 with Snoopy and his surfboard. Pardon all of the glue on my fingers during this video, but you know how it is. So many pieces in this one. Let's get started with these clouds. And glue, glue, glue. Always be gluing. Let's get this sandy shore in place. With some more glue, of course, and hold that in place so it gets stuck to the background. Next, Woodstock needs his sun protection, so I'm going to get this beach umbrella ready for him. And Snoopy also gets a clear post to give him the illusion of jumping over those hot sands. How about a couple more sidewalls? And here is the finished scene. What do you think? Look at all that sand escaping the beach. Next, I'll be adding some water droplets for Patty. I have to make this box to hold these transparent strands so I can apply glue and paint to give the illusion of water droplets. So I'm taking some white glue, a little bit of paint, and some water. The directions don't tell you to add the paint to the glue, but I wanted to see if it would work. In the end, I thought it was way too aqua, so I did end up redoing all of these water droplets. Next, I inserted these transparent strands into Patty's watering can, and I missed the direction to cut them shorter. So unfortunately, the water droplets were in the wrong spot anyway, so it's a good thing I wanted to redo them. The strands just tuck into the grass at the bottom, so in many ways I feel like I needed to not cut them too short because they would have just sprung out in a weird direction. So maybe it was a happy little accident. And here are all of the finished scenes for this series. We've got the Beagle Scout, Surfboard Snoopy, Daisy Hill Puppies yet again, and Snoopy's first appearance. Which is your favorite scene? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to check out all the other videos in this series. Give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss box number 7. Thanks to all of our Patreon sponsors who help make videos like this possible. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, there is a link in the description down below. You'll also find a link to my website, CollectPeanuts.com, where you can see photos of my collection, read articles about collecting peanuts, and buy vintage Peanuts collectibles. Happy crafting, Peanuts fans! Bye! You can also see here how I store the scenes between videos since we do not have the overall doghouse yet. I can't help but wonder when is that going to come? I would love to know. Bye again!